Okay, is Wuthering Wave taking over Hoyoverse offices? Let's find out.
So we're into about the first few days, almost a week now of Wuthering Waves, and there has been
Oh wait, he looked like Power from Chainsaw Man. That's amazing.
a little bit of controversy going on between Hoyoverse employees and Wuthering Waves and Kuro Games in general. Now, if you don't know, Wuthering Waves is a new gacha game that's come out. I don't know if I have to explain this because I talk about this a lot on my channel, but they've been doing great recently. We've gotten a ton of new rewards and stuff. The game didn't have the best of starts. It had a lot of glitches.
They gave us a 5-star selector as apology day 3 or day 2, while for Genshin Impact, they never gave us one. Only for that, they deserve to be praised.
And it was lagging quite a lot.
I have a dentist appointment. Oh my! I hate dentists. So good luck. Good luck. Hope everything gonna be okay.
For a lot of people that were playing the game. I mean, it didn't happen to everyone. I only experienced a little bit of it, and I think it's pretty much all fixed now. I mean, some people are still experiencing issues, but that might be due to, you know, their PC or due to some kind of software that they're using. But mostly, Kuro Games have fixed this issue and also given us a reward of like 23 pools and also a free 5-star selector, which I did go into and talk about in my last video. But we're not here to talk about all the rewards and stuff Wuthering Waves is giving out. We're here to talk about something that popped up in the community and is on the official Wuthering Waves subreddit. And if you read the title here, it says, seems like Hoyo employees are really enjoying Wuthering Waves. Now,
ah, the big L. Oh no. Oh. MiHoYo employees really love the other game. Ah. Oh no, that's so bad.
if you don't know, there's been big talk about Hoyoverse creators. And pretty much what the whole talk was about was Hoyoverse pretty much silencing their, you know, creators into not talking about Wuthering Waves because obviously this is a competing.
Yeah, we saw some contracts about the big influencers of Hoyoverse. I don't know if it's a fake contract or not, but they have a part where they say if you wanna play another game or promote another game, you should ask permission from MiHoYo first. So in that case, for example, if someone that play like a YouTuber or streamer that play Genshin for a living and have a contract with MiHoYo. By the way, they get a lot of money for that. If they want to play Wuthering Wave, they need to ask MiHoYo, and MiHoYo, if MiHoYo say no, it's a no. And even MiHoYo can be like, okay, you need to play more Genshin, and say, oh, you look like talk bad about the other games. That's why when we see some people that like have a YouTube channel only about Genshin and say other games are bad, don't believe them directly. They are paid for this. Get your own opinion. If someone say, I don't know, Zenless Zone Zero, for example, is bad, download it, play it. If you don't like it, don't like continue. But don't believe the big content creators that have a niche, because most of the time they are paid for like praising their video game and talking bad about the other one.
Game, and they don't really want to give it as much traction because it could overtake Genshin. So many people are speculating that the main creators of Genshin Impact and Honkai Star Rail, such as, you know, Wanto, Ziox, Dish, all those kind of people, you know who I mean, the ones that were mainly prominent in the Genshin Impact scene. Everyone kind of speculated that maybe they had some kind of deal with Hoyoverse not to talk about Wuthering Waves because, you know, they wanted to keep their, you know, money and whatever, or their deals with Hoyoverse and Genshin Impact. And pretty much all of these creators, the only one I could actually find with Ziox is literally while I was recording this, I just paused it and took a look through, you know, both Ziox, Toronto, and Dish's Twitter to.
Wait, you are big in the brain department. Also, the unlucky department. Yes, the RNG god like have a frame with my picture and be like my I don't know, my best employee or something, because he don't give me any RNG. I will shoot you with my cute water gun. Did you buy one? Like a real water gun? Show us in the Discord.
Find the original post because they did make a post at some point saying that they were going to be playing Wuthering Waves, but I can't find it anywhere. Now, I don't know if that's just me not being able to, you know, find it, or if it's been deleted, which is a little bit weird.
Yeah,
I mean, you know, why would you delete something like that? It's just a tweet. But again, very, very weird. But I have found Zarx's here, which says, since everyone keeps asking me, yes, I will be playing Wuthering Waves on release, and yes, I will be meaning Gia. So these are the kind of posts that came out. And the thing is, they all kind of came out at the same time, which was a little bit weird. because it seemed kind of like HoYoverse told them to do that. Now, I'm just speculating here, and like this isn't, confirmed or anything. But these tweets came out at a similar time. I'd say more towards Toronto and Dish, and also a couple other creators that were there. They had more similar kind of tweets, and it was a little bit weird how it was like formed and how it came out at like pretty much a similar time.
Yeah, that's suspicious. Next time they will like not like all creators have to tweet it like in different times.
In about an hour. But yeah, many people were speculating whether these creators were going to play Wuthering Waves, and it seems like they have been. I mean, checking up on all their accounts and stuff, they have been playing. There's been, a bit of Genshin stuff because the update came out. But they've been talking about Wuthering Waves quite freely, which is quite nice. And it seems like, Genshin and Hoyo have really, allowed them to do this. Now, I don't know if they were restricting them in the first place. Maybe they were just like waiting for confirmation or something, which is totally fine. And yeah, I mean, it seems like they're all playing Wuthering Waves now and talking about it freely, so it is fine overall. But this post here was the funny thing because, people were talking about, oh, creators, they're being silenced on whether they can play Wuthering Waves, etc. And now we've got the actual employees of MiHoYo or HoYoverse playing this game with this one picture here of...
That's like I'm sure they will find whoever took this picture and that person gonna get fired.
a HoYoverse staff, I'm guessing, inside of the MiHoYo studios, loading up Wuthering Waves on their phone, which is actually super...
That's like a a holy crime in MiHoYo office. You don't have the right to play other gacha games. So this person is a criminal. The CCP will find you, bro. No, sis for the nails, and you will disappear. No one will hear about you anymore.
Super funny because they've been so scared of this game from like all their creators. Their staff are playing it, and I think it'll let their staff know that the game is a good game and the game will succeed more than likely, and that it could be a competitor to Genshin because they're playing it. I'm sure that a lot of the people at MiHoYo love gacha games because that's why they're there in the first place. They love designing these characters, making the world or whatever. So I'm sure they'll be interested in a game like Wuthering Waves, which is kind of like changing up, what's in a gacha game and kind of, making their own kind of style on it so that they can, A, learn from it.
My bet on it is probably they will have like a team that will study Wuthering Waves and they will make a new game later that's gonna have to compete with Wuthering Waves. I feel like, I don't know why, I feel like they may do this if Wuthering Waves become a big hit.
And B, just enjoy it because I'm sure a lot of them there enjoy gacha games. I mean, it's a gacha game company.
That would be smart,
and then we've
yes.
got another post here, which is a live stream. This is a Billy live stream, I'm pretty sure. And I'm pretty certain this streamer here is a HoYoverse employee. And they're just live streaming them playing Wuthering Waves. Which again, I mean, all of this is totally fine. Unless HoYoverse actually told them, hey, you're not allowed to play this or advertise it to anyone because you're Hoyo staff, then, they're not doing anything wrong. Because as far as I know, they haven't been told anything. And if they're openly streaming it like this, I'm pretty sure they haven't been told anything either. Because I would be way too scared to stream something like this, especially to HoYoverse, who have been known to sue for like thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, especially whenever it comes to stuff like this. Now we've got this last post on Weibo. I'm pretty sure this is another HoYoverse employee, and they're, yeah, talking about Wuthering Waves. I mean, there's a cosplayer there too, which is kind of cool. I think maybe they attended some kind of...
They will be fired in the next week.
Event. But again, this is a gacha gaming company, so people are going to be interested in other gacha games, and I'm sure there's a lot of these employees thinking about moving over to a different job because these are all employees at the end of the day. They don't swear any loyalty to HoYoverse. I mean, this guy could be looking...
Yeah, I mean, if they like Kuro Games and they have like openings, they can go there and bring their expertise. What they know about Genshin, it can be nice overall.
For a new job, you never know, because there's a lot of people that want to move up in the world, and Genshin is kind of falling off at the moment. So I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of employees are looking at Wuthering Waves and Kuro Games and many of the other gaming companies out there, especially like the new Azure Premier game and a lot of the other new gacha games coming out. They're looking at these and going, maybe I want to work for a different company because A, they're doing a lot better, and B, it's just a little bit of change of scenery. Some people just enjoy that, so maybe...
And like, no, we don't all have this, but like in some sectors, like the employees have a kind of pride to be a part of certain companies. Imagine, for example, socially, how you feel if Genshin Impact is really famous and you like in social events and etc. You are like, you know what? I worked for MiHoYo. You are like a cool person. But if like Wuthering Waves is the new cool game, so you will want to go to the other company to look cool again, especially in China, because in China they really give a lot of importance of how you look socially. And that's why like most of them try to look like rich, famous, even if they buy fake viewers, everything, because it's a part of the Asian culture to look good publicly.
Maybe they are attending this event thinking that maybe, they're interested in signing up for a job with them rather than Hoyoverse, you never know. Or they could just be doing it because they enjoy the game, which is, super nice. And I'm glad that Hoyoverse hasn't, done anything to them yet. I hope that they are free to talk about this game because, yeah, it seems like they're getting on pretty well. And, scrolling down here, there's a comment saying, why can't Genshin and Wuwa fans be like this, with a sad face? And if you don't know, there is a lot of Genshin and Wuthering Waves fans, going at each other. Like, Genshin fans hate Wuthering Waves.
If Wuthering Waves want to like succeed and take the throne of Genshin, they need to make characters that are like they need fan arts and cosplayers. Um, because this is what make Genshin still alive. There's a lot of merch about the game, so everyone is talking about the game. So it became a culture. Games that like go out and don't have this kind of a community or spirit where everyone is like drawing characters, everything, they don't last in the long term.
Wuthering Waves fans hate Genshin, and there are some people that enjoy both, and I enjoy both. I don't mind both of them. But then this person also commented underneath this comment saying, if you unsub from r/Gacha Gaming and only join this sub, both fans are pretty chill. And that is true. There is a lot of new communities popping up with Wuthering Waves, including r/Gacha Gaming, which is a little bit of a cesspit, I'll be real. There's a lot of people in there that love Hoyoverse or love Wuthering Waves, and it's run by a ton of Hoyoverse shields. I mean, I don't know if you've seen this with, Tectone and everything like that. He definitely called them out a ton for their, very biased behavior towards Hoyoverse games, because they were taking down any post that was, super positive about Wuthering Waves or, negative about Hoyoverse, which was kind of messed up. Especially seeing as it's like, supposed to be a super unbiased, r/Gacha Gaming that covers every single game, and you're being biased towards Hoyoverse is a little bit weird. But yeah, it's just
Yeah, if you are like talking about all gacha games and most of people that run that subreddit are like Hoyoverse fans, then they can't be honest with everything. Happy to see people enjoying both without bastarding. But what? Yeah, I mean, if you don't like a specific game, you can just not like it and move on. For example, I like uh, Genshin Impact. I still have my account, but the fact that they don't have a skip button, the story is way too long, not really well narrated. They don't give good enough gifts and stuff. Made me like pause it. If they fix it someday, I will probably play it again. But I'm not against the whole company. Fact, I'm still playing Star Rail.
it's kind of nice to see that maybe MiHoYo don't actually care that much about their employees playing these games. Maybe the employees are breaking rules by doing this. We don't know because, there's a big disconnect between the CN community and the EN community in terms of, everything that goes on and live streams and stuff. And this is the case in Wuthering Waves too. We hear about a lot of the updates in CN about an hour or two earlier than we do in EN. And thank God we've got a lot of these news channels out there telling us, hey, this is happening and this was posted on the Bilibili page, rather than waiting like 2 hours and finding out like, 2 hours after the CN community found out. So at least we're finding out at the same time. But there's a lot of stuff like this where the gap just doesn't get really bridged, and, we never really find out what the true intentions of this were. Because you never know, this might not even be a Hoyoverse employee. This just could be someone visiting and throwing
On this can be photoshopped or
up because they thought it'd be funny. But from this post, they're saying that this is Hoyoverse employees, and so far I believe it. I mean, I think this person's pretty credible. I'm pretty sure they're a known Hoyoverse employee. I should probably move out of the way because they're behind me. Yeah, they're down there with their little like VTuber model thing. So yeah, I'm pretty sure they're credible. And yeah, it's just nice to see that they can speak freely about Wuthering Waves. And maybe this will change in the future as Wuthering Waves proceeds to get bigger, because if you haven't seen Google Trends at the moment, I will throw up another screenshot. It has gotten bigger than Genshin. Now, you know, there's been
Oof.
people that have pointed out that, you know, this is just about talk, so it doesn't necessarily mean it's a good thing. There could be a lot of people searching about crashes and lag and stuff like that. But it does mean that there is a lot of attention going to Wuthering Waves and a lot more than Genshin Impact was. Whether it's
Yeah,
positive
I hope that this will stay in the long term and not just like a spike.
or negative, which is really, really good to see. And also, I'm pretty sure the curve dipped a little bit after release, which is normal. That is totally normal, but it's also going back up again. So hopefully soon we can see it kind of go stable and see where the game's really at in comparison to Genshin and Honkai and other gacha games like Nikkei, maybe Azure Lane, some of the top ones that are out there at the moment. And yeah, hopefully we can see what happens with that. And as for the HoYoverse creators, I'm really not sure what's going on there. There is a lot of silence going on, especially with some of the other creators. I think Zarx has actually been the most, like, you know, fluid and the most transparent with what he's doing. I mean, he's been tweeting quite a bit about Wuthering Waves, which seems like he's enjoying the game and, you know, it's free to talk about it. But as I said, with the other people, I can't really find any of the tweets to do with, you know, I'll be playing Wuthering Waves. So it's a little bit weird how they've taken it down now. And, you know,
Yeah, it's suspicious, right?
it went up at the same time, so maybe this was all coordinated by HoYoverse to tell it to go up. So I don't know how HoYoverse stands on their creators, you know, talking about this game. I mean, it seems pretty obvious how they stand on their employees talking about this game. They don't really care, to be honest. But with creators who have much more of a following and much more, you know, people that actually listen to them and come over to the games, I think they're much more controlling about what they do. And I guess we'll just have to wait and see for someone to crack and tell everyone, which will be the best day ever. I'm telling you, whenever
That's gonna be another drama that we will cover. I hope someone will crack up and talk about whatever he don't need to talk about.
someone leaks all this stuff and says, hey, this is going on, I'll be the happiest person on earth. Because it'll be super fun to cover, and it'll be especially fun if this was some big creator calling out HoYoverse. So yeah, we're just gonna have to wait and see, and hopefully this happens very, very soon. But yeah, we're almost a week into Wuthering Waves now, and hopefully you guys are enjoying it. I mean, I'm really enjoying it at the moment. I grinded the
I'm loving the game. Like, I don't know when I wanted like to just do my daily and sleep, and I kept playing without noticing until I see like the sun blast in my face and hearing birds, and I was like, I fucked up. Oh no. Oh no. What time is it? It was like 7 a.m.
hell out of it yesterday, and I'm almost at the end of the story. I've heard it's really good, so I'll be there very, very soon, and I'll be releasing a ton of like guides and stuff too, and just more videos like this covering Wuthering Waves new. So if you did enjoy this video, then don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And
Yes, I gave him a like and subscribe. You've all the information about him under the video. Thank you all. See you next time.